back to hour number 2. This is Tampa Home Talk, and are we having Dave Sierra also join us?
Yeah, he's on the line.
He is on
he is on the line.
For
Good morning,
segments 2 and
Dave.
3.
Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Maybe. Okay, there you go. Good morning. So we had them on last year. I don't know if you guys remember, but Gallagher Pumpkin Patch. They are over in Pinellas County. So tell us what you have going on over there this year.
So we have our regular things going on with the pumpkins and everything, and we have a petting zoo. We've got some goats. We've got a 6-month-old baby cow. We've got some llamas.
And so they actually are, they're the providers of our pumpkins this year for our fall festival, yes, which we have not yet talked about on the air. We should totally have that on the outline. But I think it's the second week of, what's the date on that, maybe? October 14th. We'll be at Harvest Moon Fun Farms. But we are going to be checking out Gallagher's Pumpkin Patch this year as well. And we may move our venue to next year, see what they have going on there. Because I think you guys have added stuff, right, year after year?
Yes, every year we add on more picture areas. We add on more animals. We add on more, games for the kids. We've got a bounce house for the kids. We've got multiple different animals now.
So tell us about your, the pumpkins that you guys carry. Are you getting different sizes in? Are you getting some of the really big ones?
Yeah, definitely. I got pumpkins from, like baseball size on all the way up to 125 pounds. All different colors, all different shapes, all different sizes, all different stem lengths. And I bring in pumpkins from about 4 different parts of the country. How big is a
125-pound pumpkin? How big is that? Can you wrap your arms around it?
They're big. No, yeah, you can wrap, you can wrap your arms around them. They grow kind of funky. They're not usually like the traditional pumpkin shape where they sit up properly and everything and have a real nice big stem.
When they get that big, do they get weird shapes, like just weird looking?
Yeah, they get really smooth. They don't have the ribs like usual.
Oh, okay. And so what about the porcelain pumpkins? Do you guys get those?
Yeah, I have about 30 different types of heirloom pumpkins here. All different colors. I've got pinks, I've got greens, I've got reds, I've got dark black. So
our guest, we have a bunch of people on Facebook also, Dave, that are watching and asking about what you're talking about, the different color pumpkins. So you said they're black, green, red, which I don't know if I've seen, porcelain, like that pink color. And I'm curious because I have got the porcelain pumpkins before, those ones that are like that pink color. And those I know you can eat like a squash, right? They're super edible. They have a good flavor, right? What about the other ones? Do you know? Are those edible or are they more for decoration?
All over different parts of the world that people eat all different kinds of pumpkins. A lot of pumpkins that are called pumpkins are actually different types of squashes. A pumpkin's considered a squash, so it just depends on, kind of what part of the world you're in, on, what certain ones that they, are as a delicacy for them.
Yeah, pumpkin is certainly in the squash family. Now, what regions of the country do you get your pumpkins from?
We bring stuff in out of New Mexico, sometimes out of Colorado, a lot of stuff out of Indiana, Pennsylvania, Virginia.
Wow, that's a huge variety. I can't wait to see them. And you guys, on the weekends, do you guys have regular photographers there, or what are you doing this year that's a little bit different at your pumpkin patch?
So we do have on the weekends, on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we have live music from 5 to 9 with a local artist that comes in. And then we do photography, but for, anybody can come in and take pictures anytime that they would like. But anybody that has a photographer, we just ask that they go online and make a reservation just so we don't have more than one professional photographer here at a time. So
sure,
we kind of have free range of everything and they're not getting in each other's way.
So tell us, I don't know how many pumpkin patches are in the Bay Area. I imagine there's probably at least a few. Tell us a little bit about your pumpkin patch. Like, how would you say you guys differ from a different one that's out there?
So we are family owned and operated on 4th Street in St. Pete for the last 34 years. We are locals, and we change it up every year. We try to make it like a farm feeling when you come out here and see us. When you take pictures, you could take family pictures here, and no one would ever know if you're on a 500-acre farm up in Pennsylvania, or if you're in the city of St. Pete.
Now, what's the size of your farm again? I know you're. Are you St. Pete or Largo? Where are you? St.
We're
Pete?
in St. Pete. We're right on 4th Street in St. Pete, 7401 4th Street North. And we're only on about just under an acre of land. We've set up everything, all the tents and fencing and all of our different picture areas. We've got like a pumpkin wall that a lot of people have seen on Facebook and Instagram. We have an old vintage red truck that's out here. We've got 2 built-out walls that look like barn fronts.
Yeah, it's so it's crazy when you think about an acre on a farm. It doesn't seem like that much room, right, to have a farm. But when you think about an acre in Pinellas County, that's pretty big, especially in St. Pete.
It definitely is.
So what are your hours that you guys are open?
We're open from 9 to 9, 7 days a week.
So 9 to 9, 7 days a week. Family farm. It's
We'll have pumpkins up until, I'm sorry.
It's you and your wife working there, right? And who else? You guys have some other folks that are sharing time and keeping the farm open for 12 hours?
Yeah, we've got close family friends that work for us to keep everything up and operating at all times.
Awesome. And what were you saying? You were going to add something.
We will have pumpkins up until Halloween, and then we have a 2-week transition into Christmas trees, and then we will get Christmas trees in a couple days before Thanksgiving.
So the pumpkins, you have those. Where do you start from? Probably the tiny ones on up. What are your pumpkins running right now for the general public?
They go anywhere from $1.25 and up, just depending on the size of the pumpkin.
So $1.25 and up. Is that the pie pumpkins or the little minis?
The little mini pumpkins. Our pie pumpkins are $3 to $5, depending on the size, because we have 4 different size pie pumpkins.
So very reasonable. And then that's probably, you guys are really big on Instagram, right? You have a ton of photos, or people have tagged you on Instagram, from what I remember. So what's your Instagram? Because I want to make sure we give that out to you.
Yeah, it's Gallagher's Pumpkins and Christmas Trees is our Instagram and our Facebook. We do have, if you want a better idea of what we do have to offer here, you can always follow us on either one of those. And, if we do run promotions or anything, we do, always post it on Facebook and Instagram.
Yep. So if you want to check them out and follow them on Facebook or Instagram, just check out Gallagher's Pumpkins and Trees, and you'll get to see all kinds of people out there posting all kinds of families. And you guys have a lot of props set up as well, right, for fall photos?
Oh, yeah, definitely. We have many places to take pictures.
So it's a good time. This is the best time of year to go get your family photos done. Send those out early before everything gets lost in the holiday shuffle. It's personally, I know how many times have we had events with photographers, and I'm running around talking to everyone and don't get my own family photos updated. So literally almost every time.
I'm getting my 2023 calendar set and mailed out soon. Guys got to get ahead of the game.
So that's a little bit ahead, Leo. A little bit ahead. All right. So what else would you like to mention about Gallagher's Farm this year that we have not talked about? Did we lose him? Oh.
We do have a 6-month-old baby llama that you can come and check out.
Aww.
Also, if you make a reservation on for the photography, depending on the way that the llamas are acting, we can take one of them out and you can take pictures with them.
So a 6-month-old baby llama. How many do you have? How many llamas?
We've got 3 llamas here.
Oh my goodness. 3 llamas. And what's the baby's name?
The baby's name is Ruffles.
Ruffles?
Ruffles, yeah.
Oh my goodness. So who picked that name? That's so cute.
I'm pretty sure my 6-year-old daughter ended up naming him.
Aw. Well, Dave, it was so great to have you back on this year. Always love highlighting Gallagher Pumpkins, and your pumpkin patch is going to be awesome, I am sure, this year. We're so delighted that you're supplying the pumpkins for our fall festival this year as well. So come check it out, RSVP, and we'll make sure that we have a pumpkin reserved for you. So call or text our off-air number. We'll give you all the information. We rent the whole farm. It's exclusive to us. It is open to all of our past clients, all of our listeners, and our friends. 813-377-2775. 813-377-2775. When we come back, we have to get to the insurance changes. So we're going to jump in and chat about that for a minute. And then we'll also be joined by Michelle Appleyard at Pinellas Ale Works. Stick around. We'll be back right after this break.
Welcome home, Tampa Home Talk.
You did it.
Do we actually have...
Before we jump in, we do have a trivia question of the week. We are going to give you guys a gift card, changing it up, keeping it a little bit fun. Which ailment did people believe could be cured by pumpkins? That's a really cool trivia question for the week. So if you know the answer to this, you can call or text our off-air number to 813-377-2775. Again, 813-377-2775. Which ailment did people believe could be cured by pumpkins? If you know the answer, 813-377-2775. First one to get it right, we will have a gift card sent out to you. 813-377-2775. Which ailment did people believe could be cured by pumpkins? All right. Jump in with the insurance because it's October 1st and we're running out of time.
Flood, I know, right? So the example that we did yesterday, we kind of alluded to in the first hour, right?
Yes.
It was in St. Pete Beach. It was 1963 house, right? So it was something like that. So it was pre-firm. We've talked about pre-firm.
Yes.
You didn't need an elevation
Are you
certificate
talking about our
beforehand
listing
anyways.
that we have coming up?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, your policy or your one that you sent me. And we did an example of if we wrote the policy yesterday, which would have been 9:30.
So, by the way, let me tell you about this place. Really great place. Older, it was built in the 60s, I think, 60s.
yeah.
Walking distance to the beach, like literally right there. Great little hot spot, Vina Del Mar, if you're familiar with that neighborhood.
Yep.
It's literally right there, walking distance to the beach, and so many other just amazing things. It's got that neighborhood and that area has just such a great vibe.
Yes.
But so we were talking about this on the show, so I sent it to Adam, knowing that he would be in today. I'm like, okay, let's see what the insurance would be for flood on it right now. Let's see what the insurance is going to be post October 1st.
Right. So if we had written it yesterday, effective 9:30, premium would have been $2,200.
So being that I got a quote, does that mean I get to keep it?
No. It's based on when it's written.
Yeah. Or bound.
Or
When it's
bound. So we did it. If we did it effective today, it was $3,300. So it went up by 50%.
Yeah, that is 50% actually.
Yeah, so that's pretty steep, and that's not one where an elevation certificate is going to save them.
So the crazy part is this particular this person that I have her listing, she is an attorney, and so she covered a lot of the stuff and talked about the bigger waters. She helped a lot of people through the foreclosure collapse, so she's very well versed.
She knows what's going on.
Yeah.
But
so she and she's having some issues with her with her eyesight and that sort of stuff, and so she's not as well versed as she probably would normally be. But I did tell her, hey, October 1st there's some changes. I'm going to share that with you when I see you.
So the big thing is if you're going to buy that house, now you have to budget an extra $100 a month.
Well, so
for your mortgage.
$3,300 a year. How much is that for flood insurance? That's significant. Quick
That's
math,
about
Leo.
That's a little under $300.
300-ish?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because 300 would be 36.
Yeah, that's significant.
But so I had a different one. Okay, this one was it's a townhouse in South Tampa. Okay, and now one thing you can do with flood insurance policies is they're transferable from one owner to another. So the current owner's flood policy is $900.
Woo.
The NFIP without an elevation certificate was
I thought they were getting rid of those.
$3,300. Getting rid of what?
Elevation certificates.
So you don't
Not
have
required, but it helps.
it can help is what the tagline the underwriters have told me is that it can. They don't want to make any big sweeping statements. In her case, I looked at it and I said, "Hey, I'm getting $3,300. They're paying $900, right? Private market was $2,000." So I said, "Hey, let them if they're willing to transfer it, transfer it.
Why wouldn't
Take
they
it.
be?
Because they don't get any money back.
Yeah, but if I was a buyer, I'd write a check and say, give me that policy.
Right. So that's what I advised her. I said, hey, this is going to be your best bet. But I would still, when they do the survey, because her realtor was like, well, should I get the elevation certificate? I'm like, yes. When they're going to go do the survey, go ahead and have them do the elevation certificate because it may be useful in the future.
What was the sales price on this townhome?
Maybe like 400.
So you're going from flood premium that's under $100 a month to now something that's probably $250 a month for flood.
I mean, we could have done the private market,
Still would have been almost $200.
and it would have been But the big thing is so she transferred the policy. They're going to transfer the policy. The real question is it going to go from 900 to 33 next June when it renews again, or is it going to be somewhere in the middle because it's rated based off of an elevation certificate?
So do you think they're extreme right now, the policies that you're getting, or?
I mean,
I think it's going to continue to go up.
Oh, it's going to continue to go up. And, I mean, I've seen some, obviously I have some other friends that are in the industry where somebody last year was paying $3,000 and now they're paying $10,000.
Yeah.
So, I mean, people are going to be priced out of their homes.
So what's the private market like for that, where it was 3 and now it's 10?
Probably closer to 3 for that particular type, that risk. But it just depends,
Which really doesn't cover much of anything, right? The private market. But I think people
No, private market's just the same as NFIP as far as what it covers. Because they have to write their forms. These people are smart, right? They know they have to write the form pretty much the same, or else mortgages won't take it. So if a mortgage won't take it, why are you even providing the product? Because most people have to have a mortgage.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, and I do think we'll see a shift. So if you've been looking for, especially some of the waterfront property, right? Maybe some significant changes.
Well, and now you're thinking, they're asking sales price and that kind of stuff now, right? Because they're trying to build that in. So you're buying a house on the water. It might only be 1,600 square feet, but if it's in Snell Isle, it's probably $1 million, right? So then, if you're buying $1 million house, you might be paying that type of insurance as well. So,
yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see how this thing progresses. I think at least for a while, we should talk about stories you're seeing every week. So as you get ones quoted, especially new ones, you'll probably have like what the seller had before and what the new premium is. Be really important to bring that in. And if they had a survey with an elevation certificate, how much that changed it. It's all relative information.
Yeah. So, word to the wise for realtors out there: if it's in a flood zone, don't just think, "Oh, we don't need an elevation certificate anymore." It could probably still be helpful, and I would say the newer the house, the more helpful it will be.
Yeah, because before for flood insurance, you had to have it to get flood insurance.
Correct.
Now you don't have to, but it's probably going to help you.
Only if it was post-firm did you need to have it.
Okay.
Right? Like the one that we did, the example we did from St. Pete Beach, that was pre-firm. So they didn't need it anyways, and one isn't going to help them because it's built below the base flood elevation. I bet that is flooded more than once, that house.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we didn't see any, but who knows? It'll be interesting to see how it goes. Literally walking distance to the beach, so you pay for
What was the one that
paradise.
hit last year? The tropical storm that passed us.
That's a Leo question. Which
Elsa?
Might have been Elsa. But I remember we had a lot of clients that had
Ida?
Might have been Ida. We had a lot of clients last year that had flood claims.
Really?
That were in St. Pete Beach and that kind of stuff because they got hammered pretty good with that one. So
I mean, it is a risk you pay to live
the price
by
of
water.
price of paradise. So might suppress home prices out there a little bit, but
We've seen such an influx of them, and cash coming from other states. I mean, we talked about that last week on How Money Walks, and where the money's coming from. The interesting thing too, when we looked at Hillsborough County, when you look at where they're losing wealth from, people are just moving to all those surrounding counties. So people in Hillsborough are moving to Pinellas, Polk, Pasco, Manatee, just all the surrounding counties.
can't
of
afford to
Hillsborough
live where they
County.
used to live anymore.
Yeah, so basically it'll be interesting to see how this continues on. So let's go ahead on over to Michelle Appleyard. She's with Paul Pinellas Ale Works, and we'll have just a couple minutes to spend with you before we have to go to the break, and then we'll come back. Welcome.
Hi guys, how are you?
We are doing fantastic. So tell us.
No, I'm not.
You're
she
not?
should be
You're
here
mad?
in
You should be
studio.
here.
She should be here in studio with some Fred's Rye
Leo's
and some
not happy.
Aberdeen Scotch.
I know. I'm so sorry. I figured it would be a little early, but I do have a cup of coffee in my hand, but I'm pretending it's a coffee beer.
So tell us about Pinellas Ale Works. Leo, I take it you have been there.
Oh, numerous times.
Oh, great. Yeah. So Pinellas Ale Works are also known as PAW. I think most people know us as PAW because we are a very dog-geared and dog-themed brewery. But we've been open for about 5.5 years now. We started off with about maybe 10 beers on tap, and we've grown to over 40. So
Wow.
every beer that's on tap is brewed in-house. Yeah, we have a great variety of different styles. So it's great, people who are kind of entering the craft beer community and not quite sure what their go-to is. We hope to have something for everyone. Probably our most popular beer is our Milk-Bone Sweet Stout.
Did you say Milk-Bone Sweet Stout?
Milk-Bone Sweet Stout, yeah.
Milk-Bone Sweet Stout.
One of my favorites.
So what is that beer like?
Yeah, we got that. It is, it's nice and roasty. It's got like a nice, dark hint to it. But it's got
About 30
kind of
seconds
like
left.
smoky, coffee, chocolate taste to it. It's a stout, so it's a little heavier than like a lager or Pilsner.
Somehow I'm not sure how that would mix for beer with me, Michelle, but this is Tampa Home Talk, and we do have to go to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to have some more Pinellas Ale Works beer talk, and we're going to also talk about some of the Halloween fun that's going on over there at PAW. This is Tampa Home Talk, 813-377-2775. We'll be back right after this break.
Welcome home, Leo Kane here with a brewery on the phone lines.
He's so excited about that.
I love PAW.
He's got the biggest smile on his face.
It's a great place to visit. You guys are at an intersection. There's a bunch of breweries right around you, so you can make a whole evening and have a lot of variety if you can peel yourself away from one to go to the next.
So where are you? Where is Pinellas Ale Works or PAW?
We are super close to Tropicana Fields. We're a 10-minute walk, which is very convenient if you want to pop in and get a brew before a Rays game. So you're not, paying those high prices for beer. But we are on First Avenue South and 22nd. So just a few steps away, not too far from like downtown. But we're still technically in downtown. We're in the Grand Central District.
Yeah, you can just
downtown.
Pop in, get a Piddle Pills, and be on your way.
A lot of these breweries only have like beer. Do you have stuff more than beer? Do you have food?
Yes, we do have food. We have a station food truck that operates 5 days a week. It is the brewery's own food truck. So it is called Jim's Eats and Treats, and that is a vow to our brew dog. His name was Jim. That was the brewer's dog. He unfortunately has passed on. He was a 14-year-old lab, but our truck is named after him. So we have food, and then we also have some other options too. For those people that aren't into craft beer, we always will have a cider on tap. We have champagne, we have wine. So we have a couple.
You said Scotch too, right, Leo?
No, Scotch Ale.
Oh, Scotch Ale. Got it. Scotch Ale. That's different.
We do a lot of barrel-aged beers as well. So we'll take mostly our darker beers and age them in either Four Roses barrels, Jack Daniel's barrels. We have a whole barrel aging room that we use to do that.
Wow.
We like the hard stuff. We got some beer for that too.
So what kind of Halloween fun stuff do you guys have planned for this season of the year?
Yeah, we're really, really excited. We are having our annual Halloween event, and that takes place on October 30th, and it's all day. That's a Saturday, and that also falls with the Grand Central District is doing a fall crawl, and that is all of the breweries in the Grand Central District, which I think there are about 6 of them, and there's a Halloween crawl. So you start at 1, and then you wear your costume, and then you work your way to the brewery.
So how'd you end up being like the pet brewery, right? Because you're like known for that, right?
Yeah. It kind of fell into place. Again, our owner had a brew dog. Again, that's Jim, and he's originally from New York and started brewing beer and started entering them in competitions and started winning a lot.
Wow.
And he was like, I'm actually pretty good at this. So he then kind of decided to open up a brewery. He did bring his dog everywhere. There's tons of pictures of him everywhere, just like building out the brewery. The brewery itself used to be an automotive shop, so gutted that completely and then rebuilt the brewery from there. So when coming up with a name, he was like, it's Pinellas County, Pinellas Ale Works. Wait, I'm on something. I love dogs. We can name ourselves Paw. So
Paw it is.
It was kind of fell into place, meant to be kind of situation, and then we kind of just ran with it.
So what are the rules around bringing the dogs to Paw?
All dogs are welcome. They just have to be leashed, and good boys and girls that play nice together. But we have treats everywhere on the tables. We've even had some cat birds. You said iguanas earlier, but we've also had those come in.
Wow.
But mostly dogs we see come in. And we have a lot of dog-themed events throughout the week as well. We do a yappy hour on Thursdays where we donate a portion of our beer sales to local rescues around the area. And then, our Halloween event coming up. It's it's on Saturday the 30th. We're going to have a dog costume contest, which is so much fun.
So most all pets are welcome, but you're very dog friendly, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Speaking of dog friendly, I heard I can book my dog's birthday party at your place.
Yes, we just had a quinceañera for a Chihuahua, which was a lot of fun. We have a large event room. So we have two buildings. One is our main tap room. The event room is adjacent to that, so 2 steps away. So we use that. There's another bar in there, but we use that for special events or private events. So dog birthday parties. We do a lot of rehearsal, dinners, weddings, stuff like that. It's a really large space. That's really a good place to utilize if you want just kind of a fun, brewery hangout vibe. And then our food truck caters as well. So it's a nice little all-in-one package.
So Michelle, when is your pet costume contest? When is it?
It is on October 30th. It is going to start at 6 p.m. And then we will also debut some Halloween-inspired beers that will be on tap as well. So we'll have like a Reese's extra peanut butter stout. We'll have a almond joy stout, which is one of my favorite ones. We'll have it's a Starburst sour.
Any pumpkin ales?
Really good. We have our pumpkin ale out. Yes, we'll also have our pumpkin stout out. And then today starts our Oktoberfest celebration. It's our Ode to Oktoberfest. And today we're debuting our pumpkin fest beer, which is our pumpkin Oktoberfest. So
oh my
we
gosh!
have an Oktoberfest celebration going on all weekend long, starting today.
I love beer,
through Sunday.
but beer doesn't love me. But I love it. So we actually.
We have all kinds of options.
Mimi got so excited about the pet costume contest that we decided to do our own. So if you have dressed your pet up for Halloween, it's going to start October 4th. And then, Michelle, we're going to have you back October 24th to actually announce the winner. So the
in
rules,
studio with beer?
Yeah, so let's. I'm sure we can do some giveaways, right, from the brewery.
No, giveaways to me of beer.
Well, then dress your corgi up and enter them to win, Leo.
You deserve some beer. Yeah.
So we need your pet's name, dress your pet up, and then basically you're going to share a picture of your pet all dressed up on our Tampa Home Talk Facebook page or Instagram. You just have to tag us, tag me, and then we'll get a little handle together so that we can make that chime across all platforms. And then, Michelle, we decided you're going to pick the winner on October 24th.
Oh, I'm so excited. Awesome. I can't wait. It's been great.
So we'll get all the pets together, share, put that out there with your friends, and enter your pets to win the costume contest. It's going to be exciting. We've never done this before. So you'll have about 20 days to dress. You got a few days to get your pet a costume. Yeah, about 4 days so you can make it, whatever, enter them. Biggest thing is you just have to tag us and share on social media. And then we're going to pick the best pet photo, Michelle will, on October 24th. And we'll have some cool prizes for you from Paw and also from Tampa Home Talk. Well,
Absolutely.
thanks so much for joining us. I know Leo's been there 100 million times. I have not, so I'm going to have to come check it out.
Awesome. We'll hope to see you soon. Thanks so much for having me.
Awesome. And so without further ado, let's run on over to our next guest, which is also in studio with me. And so this is interesting. So we're going to talk about this a little bit. We're going to introduce her. We're going to talk about her background, and then we're going to have a lot of fun on this last segment. So Miss Denise Oatley, she's our guest for Tampa Home Talk. She's a board certified consulting hypnotist that also does comedy stage hypnosis, right?
That's right, and it's Denise Oatley Hall.
Denise Oatley Hall, thank you for correcting me. And good
Sure.
morning and welcome to the show.
Hi, I'm happy to be here.
So tell us a little bit about your background. How did you get started in hypnosis? How long have you been doing it? And how and when did comedy play a part in this?
Well, I was a professional clown for 25 years.
Oh my gosh.
And I was at a special training, and there was someone there who was becoming a comedy stage hypnotist. And I was looking to transition out of clowning and into something that was comedy. And as I saw what she was doing, I thought, this is it. No costume, no big sets, no planning shows, and I can still make people laugh and have a great time. So I studied with her for a year, and in that process I became board certified for hypnotherapy, and that's when it just kind of completed it all.
So you do the comedy part of it, and do you do any other type of hypnosis?
I do. I help people change their lives through hypnotherapy.
Okay.
Right here and online across the world.
So so you're doing this by Zoom as well,
Yes,
if you're doing a cross line all over the world. What are some of the things that you're helping people with regards to hypnosis?
Well, one of the big things I help people with is weight loss without dieting. No dieting. Eating what you want, stopping when you're full, eating only when you're hungry. And it's been around. The particular technique I use is a virtual gastric band. And it's been around for 11 years and highly successful across the world.
Wow.
And it gets people out of that yo-yo dieting thing. Finally, they can just relax and enjoy food.
So I probably would go under for that, but not on the air. You guys are so slick. They thought so the plan was they brought Denise in and they said, oh, we're going to hypnotize Katrina on the air. And I said, no, you're not. You guys are so cute, but no, you're not. So and I'm very familiar with hypnosis, as we talked about before the show. I do believe it. I think it can work. I think it can help people for a variety of things. So you do it from weight loss. Are you doing anything to help people stop smoking?
I do help people stop smoking. Lately, I've done a lot of anxiety hypnosis to help people with anxiety and phobias, fears. I work with people. I just did a demonstration the other day where a woman had a huge palmetto bug fear. She couldn't even talk about it without freaking out. And I used her as a demonstration. 10 minutes later, she didn't even care. She was fine with it. She was fine with it.
Huh.
So,
well, for me, it would be heights, and definitely I could stand to lose a few pounds. So maybe we'll have to come see her.
And bridges, things like that.
Yeah. So, all right. So the plan was today, and Mimi, since it was her idea to book the guest, so when we come back after the break, which we're not quite to, she's going to be hypnotized, and you're going to do a comedy skit.
Yep, I am.
All right.
Excited.
So I know you do it for comedy. Do you do private events? Are you typically booking tickets for bigger events? Do you go to some of the local comedy theaters?
Good question. I mostly do corporate events. I do 55 and older events across the state. And I do private events eventually, a little bit. But coming up, it's just in the beginning stages. I'm going to start appearing at the Zubrick Magic Theater twice a month. That's over in St. Pete. That just opened up.
So tell us real quick, because we only have 30 seconds. Okay. Give me a story real quick, someone that you hypnotized and people are still talking about it today.
The one that I did with the toilet paper roll where I told them they were all getting $100 bills. And there was one lady on the stage that just kept taking it off. She was leaning across everybody else. She finally jumped up, got the roll from me, and stuffed the whole roll in her shirt because she didn't want anybody to steal it.
People will do some very funny things under hypnosis. And if you've never seen hypnosis combined with comedy, it is worth checking it out. And so we're going to have some fun with that when we come back right after the break here on Tampa Home Talk. If you want more information, 813-377-2775. Our off-air number, call or text, 813-377-2775. We'll be back right after this break. Welcome home. This is Tampa Home Talk, and our last segment, this is going to be home of the Hypnosis Comedy Hour. So welcome back to Tampa Home Talk. So we're going to have fun with Miss Denise Oatley. She's our guest here for Tampa Home Talk. She's a board-certified consultant for hypnosis and comedy stage hypnosis. So take it away. It's all you.
Okay, so Mimi, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. All right, so all you have to do is I'm going to have you turn your chair just a little bit.
Okay.
So that I can see you here. And all you have to do is focus on my voice.
Okay.
Follow my instructions and let go. So I want you to take a deep breath. I want you to give me your hand, your arm here. I'm going to move it around the wires here. I want to hold it up just like this. Open your eyes. I want you to begin to stare at that hand. That's right. Begin to stare at it and take a nice deep breath. And you're going to hold it up yourself now. Find a spot in the middle of that hand and begin to stare and focus on that. Take a deep breath, let it out. Keep your eyes focused on that hand. And as you do, and as it works for you, allow that hand to slowly but surely come and touch your face. And when it touches your face, your eyes will close. You'll go deeply relaxed, and your hand will go right onto your face. And as it gets closer and closer, you feel more and more relaxed. And you do it at your speed, in your time, allowing that's right. And as soon as it touches your face, your eyes will close, and you'll feel so good. And you'll be able to relax even deeper and feel even better. Because we know there's no limit to how deeply relaxed you can become and how good you feel. Closer, closer, anticipating that deep relaxation, how good that will be as soon as that hand touches your face. You'll go so deep, so relaxed. That's right. Good. Now I'm going to move your hand down and sleep. Let yourself go even deeper. And I touch your head, you go 3 times deeper, relax. Deeper, deeper, deeper. I'm going to count from 5 down to 1. And as I count from 5 down to 1, just allow yourself to relax even more. Feel this relaxation going from the top of your head all the way down through your body. And it feels so good because we all need this deep relaxation. 5. Noticing you're drifting and floating and floating and drifting. So good, so relaxed, and nothing can stop you but you. 4, and there's nothing more to do right now but just feel better and better. Every time I push down on your shoulder, you go even deeper. Your whole body becomes limp and loose and relaxed, but you stay safely seated in your chair. 4, deeper, 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 deeper. 3, 2, and 1. So good, so relaxed. I'm going to take this wrist and I'm going to gently drop it onto your lap or my hand. And when I do, that's right, you go even deeper relaxed. Twice as deep, feeling twice as good. And as you go deeper relaxed, you become very playful. And you're just letting go. Deeper, deeper, and deeper.
Oh, I got a twitch in my eye. Like, you guys see my eyes twitching? I can feel it.
Look at me. It's twitching because you're in deep hypnosis. That's
okay.
What happens. Bring yourself out.
Okay.
Would you like to go back in right away?
Yeah.
Okay, just look
Okay.
at me. Just look me in the eye. And when I snap my fingers and say sleep now, you go even deeper. And that twitching in your eye is proof that you're in hypnosis. Looking right at me, take a deep breath right in my eye. Sleep now, all the way down. Deeper, 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 deeper. The deeper you go, the better you feel. The better you feel, the deeper you go. So relaxed. Nothing can bring you out of hypnosis but me or you. And you just let go because this feels so good. Nothing bothers you. Nothing upsets this wonderful feeling that you feel. That's right. So good. So relaxed. So I'm going to count from 10 down to 1 and let yourself go and let yourself relax more and more. That's right. You're doing a great job. That's the way. 10, 9, your whole body feeling limp and loose and heavy. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So deeply relaxed, you're ready for some suggestions. And because you feel so good, and because you're playful, and because you want to do this, it's easy for you to just take these suggestions and run with it. In just a second, I'm going to count to 3, and when I do, you're going to sit up, you're going to open your eyes, and you'll realize that you now believe that you are Pumpkin Patty. Your name is Pumpkin Patty. You are Pumpkin Patty. And you are here to do a public service announcement. You want to let everybody know the value of pumpkins and how to treat them right. And all this carving that they're doing is just not good for pumpkins. And you're passionate about this. You had that passion since you were a little girl. And if somebody tries to tell you that your name is different, you'll say, no, I am known. You are Pumpkin Patty, the expert on pumpkins, everything pumpkins, and you are here to kind of save the pumpkins. You're going to let everybody know on the radio, and everybody here in the studio know. Nod your head if you believe. Okay, that's right. Now when I count to 3, you'll open your eyes, and you will be Pumpkin Patty. 1, 2, 3, sit up and open your eyes. Open your eyes. Hi, I'm so glad that you're here today. We're glad to have her as a guest, aren't we? And what's your name?
Pumpkin Patty.
And what is it that you wanted to come on here for to tell everybody on the radio about pumpkins? What was it?
Don't carve them.
Don't?
No.
Why not?
They're beautiful.
Oh, and what happens to them if we carve them?
You're murdering them.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I never knew that. How long have you been studying pumpkins?
Since I was about 7.
Oh my gosh, and what's your passion? What do you want everybody to know?
That they're beautiful.
Yeah.
They make great decor.
Yeah. How do you feel about these places that sell these pumpkins to be carved and taken home?
They should close shop.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why should they?
Because you're murdering them.
And this isn't good for little children, or
No,
how do you
it's
feel?
not. It makes them ugly.
Oh my gosh. And so it must make you really sad this time of year.
It makes me want to cry.
Yeah. So you've got just another second here to tell everybody your message about pumpkins. Go ahead and tell them.
Save the pumpkins. Don't murder them.
Okay. I think that's pretty clear. Anybody else have any quick questions for her?
Why? Why do we want to say the pumpkins?
Because they're so pretty.
But it's Halloween.
I know, but they make nice decor. You can just look at them. You can value their beauty. Don't murder them.
We shouldn't have a pumpkin.
You shouldn't even
carving
bake them.
contest?
You should only put them out for decor.
But they make pie.
No, you can't do that either. That's murdering them.
Pie?
No pie.
What about muffins?
No muffins either.
Wow, I think we should have pumpkin pie.
No pumpkin pie. You can't do that.
Or donuts. I
No
love
donuts
pumpkin
either.
Donuts this time of year.
Only looking at them. They're beautiful.
Okay.
No, don't do that.
And just leave them until they shrivel up, and
Yeah.
then you can put them in the compost.
Well, then you can get the seeds and then you can plant more and make more beautiful pumpkins.
There you go. That's what you can do.
This is Tampa Home Talk, and we're out.
Okay.